Weaponeer here, and I have a new review. It's been a while since I've uploaded a review, but we went ahead and we did our camping shoots and things like that, and I went ahead and tried this right here. This is the Special Forces shovel from Cold Steel, and this right here is actually an excellent shovel. It's a minimalist shovel. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot other than be a shovel. And well, let me put that a different way. You know, this right here is basically a shovel, unlike the U.S. Army trifold. When you go ahead and you can fold that up to really nice and small, and you can also go ahead and fold it to a 90, and then it's kind of like a pick and things like that. But this right here does one thing really well, and that's dig. It does something else really well, and that's chop. And that's what really surprised me about this. You see a lot of videos on YouTube, and they're talking about this shovel here and how well it can go ahead and chop wood and things like that. And I was very skeptical. I did not think a shovel would be able to go ahead and chop wood very well, and I was wrong. Pleasantly surprised, actually. This right here ended up being extremely surprising. I did not think that this would chop wood and even split wood, and it does that very well. I didn't think it would. Typically when you have an item that's used for this, that, and that, it's typically not really good for each one of those. But this is. This makes an excellent shovel. It makes an excellent defensive tool. This makes an excellent axe or something to split wood with. One thing you should note on here, if you look here, we've got the paracord wrapped, and it does not come wrapped, and I did not want to do a nice fancy paracord wrap and stuff like that. All I did was I wrapped the paracord around about 15 feet or so. I wrapped it around really nice and tight, and then at the point here, I just went ahead and I hot glued it into place. This way I have something to go ahead and use, a little bit more padding, but I can also use this very quickly to remove and use the actual paracord. It seemed like a really good spot because I'd hate to waste space, and this actually does allow you to use that space very efficiently. I did not cover up the handle because this has a really nice handle design. It comes up and it gets wider at the base here, and by doing that, it's very easy to go ahead and grab a hold of, and it's not going to slip out of your hand. And that's a big failing of so many items these days. You know, you take a look at a lot of the tomahawks or hawks, and a lot of them, or even hatchets and things, they're designed in a way that it feels like every time you use it, it's going to fly out of your hand. And as a result, you end up doing a death grip on it just to ensure you can remain control of it. And it wears you out faster, and it's not very good for the tool. So it's just better off not having that kind of a grip. You want this kind of a grip, and Cold Steel got it right. That is the perfect grip. It works exceptionally well. Not any point in time did it feel like I was going to slip out of my hands. This does split wood very nicely, and I'm not talking about the little light stuff. This is a heavy shovel, actually. It's 19 inches tall, so it's not real small. It's got a hardwood handle. It's replaceable too. You got 2 screws in here you remove, and you can buy the handles very cheaply. It's 5/16 inches thick, so it's not so bad. It's about 26.6 ounces in weight, so it's kind of hefty. And it does throw very well. I don't have any volunteers to go ahead and be catchers, but it does actually stick into whatever you're trying to throw at it, and that's why I say it makes a really good defensive tool. I would not go ahead and use this as the only defensive tool, but this was loosely based on the Spetznaz shovel, and I say loosely, this This is thicker, more purpose-built. I think it's sharper too. This has one heck of an edge on it. The sharpened edge is the full surface area. And you do have to be careful with this because, you know, I've actually sharpened mine a little bit more after I used it in the field. It does take an edge extremely well, and it does keep that edge extremely well. I was able to go ahead and shave off and sharpen sticks and things like that with this. So it made an excellent tool. It'd be good to use this in a field environment, you know, when you, not just for digging a cat hole, hopefully not for digging a foxhole, because those are just suck to build. And, you know, why? But as far as a shovel goes, this is the one I basically keep in my vehicle. In Wisconsin, the winters are terrible. You know, we got about a 6-month winter, and during the middle portion of that, you have to go ahead and fill up your vehicle with survival items and things, and blankets and sleeping bags and whatever else. And typically you take a shovel too, because if you go off-road, well, you need a way to clear off, you know, the snow and stuff. Maybe be able to go ahead and rescue yourself and get back on the road. The problem is, most small snow shovels, they can't clear ice. So if you're stuck in a spot that's just ice, your tire doesn't get any traction. But you can use something like this, and this cuts through the ice very well. So you're able to go ahead and chop even the ice up and make it a better gripping surface, or even clear it out completely. Yeah, this is a very well-built shovel. I still have my trifold from the military. It's a great trifold, but it's not as sharp as this. It comes close, but it's not as sharp, and it's only sharp on one edge. The other edge is more of a serrated edge, and that's basically for going through vines and stuff. But this right here can just chop right through those vines. It really did surprise me. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is. This is a medium carbon steel, and I've got no rust at all. And that's saying something for Wisconsin, which, you know, you can go ahead and take a bare piece of steel, put it on the ground, and 15 minutes later it's got light surface rust on it. You know, this right here really did perform far beyond my expectations. It is a very affordable shovel. You may not typically look at a shovel as something that really should have, but I tell you, this really did surprise me. I don't have a problem recommending it. This right here is really a well-made product from, like I said, cold steel. I think you're going to enjoy it. If you're looking for a shovel, this is the one to go ahead and look at. Now you can go with the old military, the U.S. military trifold, but I think you're going to actually like this one a lot better. The only thing I don't have with this is I don't have the cover for it. I'm going to have to go ahead and pick one of those up. I wish they did have more of a tactical cover with, you know, MOLLE on it, so you can go ahead and stick it to a pack or things like that. It's more of a standard style. So, but you know, zip ties do wonders. So there you go. If any comments or questions on this, and, you know, yes, we did use this at the couple of the camping shoots, and it did perform very well at chopping. But if you have any comments or questions, leave it below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to rate my videos. I'm Weaponeer. I'll catch you in the next one.